Hey, this is Drew Pearson, the original number 88, a member of the Dallas Cowboy Ring of Honor, a Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys, and now a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I just want to take a minute to give a shout out to Coach Todd Lawson. Congratulations on 100 career victories. That is amazing. Congratulations to you for your success and continued success this week to the Dunbar Wildcats football team as they take on Cannondale. All right? Let's keep it going, Dunbar. Let's go Wildcats, all right? And beat Cannondale. You heard it from the original number 88 to you. Wildcats, let's go. Take care of business, all right? And then you do it, you knock somebody down, you say, hut, 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 hut. That's from Drew Pierce.
Greetings, Wildcat Nation. It is me, Coach Bats Petit, and I am joined by the one and only Coach Todd Lawson.
Good morning, Miss Petit.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing today? How you feeling?
Doing good. Can't complain.
Hey, can't complain. Well, we made it.
Yeah, we made it.
A little birdie told me last week you secured your 100th win against Castleberry.
Yeah, that's it. You know, and I'm not being bashful, but that's a great accomplishment. But I really don't look at things like that.
I mean, I'm sure you're very humble, so I'm sure. But 100 wins, that's like a pretty big deal as a football coach. Like, think about it. How many games do you have all season?
Lord, no, I'm not even going to go there. But, yeah,
don't show my age.
if you look at it, and, you know, it's hard to get to.
Yeah,
and that's
sure.
longevity and that's consistency. So those are two of the things that I've always wanted to believe in is consistency and longevity. So, and that if you do those things and things like that will come.
Hey, the results will come because here we are 100 wins later. So that's super dope. Mm-hmm. All right, so you have been a part of Wildcat Nation for 16 years. You have to drop the bombs on that. 16 years, right?
In this capacity. Yes.
So within that 16 years, you've had a lot of players, a lot of athletes come. If you had to choose your top 3 memorable players, right? Who would you say they are? And they might be listening, so.
I know, and that's the thing, and they know I love them all.
Yes, for sure.
And at any given time, you can ask me to be 3 different ones every time. But just people that pop up in my head. One of them will be Nick Rockwell.
Okay, Nick Rockwell.
Darius White. Stephon. I should have said Stephon Hughes, number 1. That would really make him upset. But I know, and it's a lot more. It's a lot others, but it's just hard to just say those 3 right there. But it's a lot of them, man, that I kind of use here and there to come in and help the guys and talk to the guys. So it's a lot of them that has come through. It's been very helpful in coming back and giving back to the school.
I was just about to say, I think I've seen all 3 of them come back even this season. So I can see why they would be your most memorable players.
Yeah,
they're still here. They're still giving. And you're still coaching them up. So
yeah, they come back and not only just talk with the boys and things like that, but with those guys and all of my guys, we do talk about life, things like that, dealing with family. And I get to mess with them about dealing with their kids and things like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's one of the major things when I can just see them come back and I can see them being fathers and things like that, and they're doing a great job at it.
Yes, for sure. So since you've been here, what would you say your proudest moment has been as a coach here at Dunbar High School?
My proudest moment being at Dunbar High School, you're going to probably laugh at this, is when I got the job.
Okay.
Because, you got it now. I knew the work and everything that was going to be involved with this job, being from the community and knowing the community. So that was the most proudest moment was when I got the job. And then when I did get the job, have Daddy Hughes and stuff Daddy Hughes and his son Robert sitting in the office. And we just kind of talked about things what it takes to be successful in this neighborhood and things like that, and what your expectations of you. So those are the proudest things, is just getting the job, and then able to touch a lot of young men that look like me, who may have ambitions of being, doing something like this, and they can kind of look at it and understand the ins and outs and the things that go along with it.
That makes a lot of sense, because I can only imagine the pressure of being named the head football coach of the Dunbar High School, or Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School. I can only imagine how you were feeling in that moment. So who would you say has been the most influential mentor for you throughout your career?
You know what? It's That's really hard. It's again, it just depends on the time. I do have some guys that I do kind of lean on, guys that have been through Dunbar, like Victor Bailey. He played here, played in the NFL, and so as a guy I know I can lean on. Randall Lacey, those are guys I know I can lean on. Even my principals, I've had some principals that come through, have came through here, and that was very supportive and things like that, and understood the work that goes along with it. So it just depends on that timing that you asked that question. But I would say a lot of the influential guys that come through are the ones that has walked through these doors and understand what goes along with this community.
Yeah, like the hours and the work that goes into it, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So what advice would you have to like a brand new coach? You're 100 wins later. What do you have for someone new walking into this thing like, hey, I'm a coach, I'm ready to go? What advice would you give them?
And it's funny because I do have some coaches that their ambitions is to be head coaches, and I'm in here with women, so
Tread lightly.
You definitely have to have a counterpart next to you that understands the work that goes with it, and that's my wife. She's that rock, she's that stone, because a lot of times things get undone at home because of the time that I spend here, and she's able to pick those things up and keep it moving. So, but I would tell the young coach to make sure you have a very strong team, and that team understands what your goals are, your ambitions are, what you're doing as far as a profession, and they have to be there to support you. Because if that counterpart, and I'm saying that counterpart, for me it's my wife, and majority of them is going to be their wife. If they're not supportive or really understand it, this is a very hard thing to do. It's a very, of the time and the mental state of it. Your wife going to a game and all she can hear is negativity up in the stands. That takes a lot, because definitely my wife wants to lash out and say things. She's South Dallas, so she definitely wants to say some things, but she understands that goes with it. But she's very supportive in that. And I know when things are really hard, she know. Yeah, I sleep right next to her. She's like, I'm tossing and turning all night. She know to put her hand on my back, and I know, hey, I'm good. Right. So that to have that person next to you. That's just to have your team have that taken care of at home. But then you got to get some good people around you and understand it's work. Right. And then you're dealing with kids. You're dealing with kids of a different era, and then trying to get them to understand the work that goes behind them being successful.
For sure. So what I heard you say is support. So like you would say you have to build support at home.
You have to have
work. You have to have support in order to be.
You have to have it. If you. I like to see somebody doing it on their own. I really like to see them. They're not going to last long. They're not going to live long as well.
They're going to be stressed out.
Exactly.
Okay, Coach. Well, I have one last question for you as we wrap up our time together. What message do you have? You've been here for 16 years, right? So what message do you have to your former players, your current players? What message would you tell them?
I have for them, as far as my job here?
Well, just life in general. If you had to leave them with one thing, what would you say?
I think I mentioned it on some of the kids called me and was laughing about it. When I say I know I have some that have fallen short of my expectations, because I used to always tell the guys to give me 5 years after they graduate from Dunbar. Mm-hmm. And then within that 5 years, that was my objective is to keep them off paper. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I mean by paper. Yeah, we know. To keep them, if I can keep them off paper, that 5 years, then they give them really a good opportunity to be successful in life. So they know that was a big part of it. And to see those guys do that, and I know some may have fell short, but like I tell them, hey man, Rome wasn't built in one day, so just keep striving to be successful and things like that. And I always got their back. I'm always supportive in whatever they're doing. So.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Well, Coach, I know you're busy. We're getting ready to secure this district first place tomorrow night against Kennedale. Thank you for taking some time out to hang out with me today. You think you got 100 more wins left in you?
I don't know about that one.
I thought I would just try it. Well, thanks, Coach. It's been fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, and welcome to the Dunbar High School podcast. Today we have the football coach, Coach Todd Lawson, and the athlete. I asked him what position he plays, and he said he's an ATH. I was not aware of that, but he's an athlete, so all-around athlete, Mr. Ben Smith, here with us. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, gave y'all a bomb. Okay, so before we get started into the big questions, Coach Lawson, give us an overview of your season. So what's been happening in the football season?
Well, the overview of the season, it's been a real good season. We started out a little bit slow, going 1-2, but we had some good teams that we played, and right now we're sitting at 6-0 in district. Kennedale is 6-0, so we're where we want to be. One of my main objectives was to get these young men to play in a big game, a district championship, and they got that opportunity. So now we just got to go out there and do it.
Okay, so district championship is tomorrow evening at Farrington at
8 o'clock. The
8
game
o'clock.
will be 8 o'clock. There's a double hitter that's going on tomorrow. Eastern Hills and Lake Worth will be before us, and we should be starting right after them at 8 o'clock.
Okay, so around 8 o'clock, Farrington, be there. We're playing against Kennedale, district championship. Okay, next question. What information do you have about the playoff game?
Right now, we're sitting, when we win, we'll get
Hold on, wait, let me get a bomb. Oh, wait, turn it up. Bomb. When we win on tomorrow night, okay.
we'll get the winner of the Alvarado and Life Waxahachie game. So we get the winner of that. If we so happen we don't do what we're supposed to do and we lose, we end up getting the loser of the Stephenville and La Vega game. And if La Vega wins by 7, they become their district championship, and we'll get Stephenville.
Okay.
If anything less than that, then we'll get La Vega.
Okay. Do we know where yet?
Right now, only thing that's on the table is Corsicana.
Okay.
We're trying to find some other stadiums that is available. They don't want to come. They don't want to come all the way into Burleson. So
Okay.
maybe Corsicana, and then if it end up being someone else, we may end up flipping them home for home.
Oh, okay. Okay, so when we get that playoff information, of course, we'll post it on all of our social media platforms, the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Facebook page.
And that will probably be late Friday night.
Okay,
Those
so-
teams play Friday night, so we'll all be on the phone. So it'll be after midnight. But we'll
Okay,
post
so
it
we
that
gonna
night,
post it
yeah.
on Saturday morning then.
Yes.
We not gonna give you that information on Friday night. Okay, let's see. What advice are we giving the team for tomorrow's football game?
You know, it's great to be in that situation. We kind of let Kennedale get off the hook last year by letting them get ahead of us, real quick. It got down real early. So this year, we've been just telling the guys we're going to play the game fast and physical.
Mm-hmm.
And they know we just got to start it out, keep it close, and we're going to be okay.
Okay. That sounds good to me. Ben, what mindset do you need going into tomorrow's football game?
Mindset that I need is really just to dominate.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Let me give you a
last
ball to dominate. Okay, come on. Okay, come on.
Like
What
this
else?
is my last ride, my last chance at something like this, and it really means a lot because not too many people get second chances at stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said last year, we just let them slip away with it. This year, I'm not going for none of that.
Okay, so you're ready.
I'm ready,
And every single play, 100%.
100%.
Holding teammates accountable, holding yourself accountable.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. What mindset are you going in for the playoffs? What mindset do you think does your team need for the playoffs?
Getting past first round,
Oh, hey. Okay, that's it.
like it's a must.
I like the bomb. Okay, good. Getting past first round. Okay, and then I was watching the game against Western Hills. One of the plays being you scored the touchdown and you kicked the extra point. So they were saying there's not many people on the football field that can do that. So I think you ran back a punt return
Yes, ma'am.
and then you kicked the extra point too. So, okay, so they were saying there's not many folks out there on the football field that can run back a touchdown and get right back out there and kick the extra point. So, good job. Ben, if you could take one football skill from one of your teammates, what would it be and why?
One football skill I would take is
From one of your teammates.
for one of my teammates. It would be Antoine Thomas.
Okay,
His physicality and mentality that he had for the game.
okay,
I like how he played. He played with so much aggression.
okay.
Like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, okay, that's it. So you got to go out there and just be ready every single play.
Every play.
Okay. Okay, one word to describe the season so far, both of y'all.
Roller coaster.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. Right now
Okay.
we just keep going up.
Okay, good.
That's
Coach
good he
Lawson?
said that because I'm just going to say progress.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Now the last question that we've been asking everybody: favorite song of all time. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Come on, man.
Ben, go.
Oh no.
Next, okay, we coming back to you, Coach Lawson. What's your favorite song of all time?
I'm not gonna say Atomic Dog, but I will say Summer Vacation by Ice Cube.
I don't know if I've heard that.
Yeah, okay. Check it.
That might be a
It
little
may
bit
not
before
be,
my time.
but you may not be
yeah.
old enough.
Yeah, 'cause that's
kids not old enough.
Yeah,
to hear
we not
it, but
we don't. Okay, so we not gonna play that one.
Y'all
on
need
the
to check
podcast.
that one out. Adults.
So that is Dunbar High School class of what?
87.
Okay,
Mhm.
Dunbar
Yeah,
High
check
School
it out.
class of
Check it
87.
out.
So that's before my time. Ben,
I'm gonna
coming
have
back
to
you.
go with Run This Town by Jay-Z.
Okay, that's one we know. Good. Now that's Dunbar High School class of 2024. That bravo. I appreciate that. It's something that we know. Okay. Anything else y'all want to say?
Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Second round of the playoffs for sure. We
For sure.
doing what we need to do. District championships. We doing what we need to do. We staying aggressive. We getting out there. We getting it. Anything, Coach Lawson?
No, just come out and support us. It's gonna be a good game Thursday night. It's gonna be physical. So my thing is to see how our kids react to go out there, to let off a lot of this aggression and things like that, and represent the East Side Stop 6 very well. 'Cause it's gonna be a good game.
Represent the pride of the East Side, Dunbar High School.
Well, yeah, we gotta go and say the whole East Side, man.
Okay, done. Yeah. Okay. And we are out for the Dunbar podcast. Thank you.